Hi guys, this is going to be a reading for Aries for the month of December 2019. This is going to be a general reading, so take it as it may. Of course, sun, moon, and rising signs are important, so you can check those out too. Having said that, let's get started. I'm gonna do a simple horseshoe spread that I think you will find useful. I'm one of those readers that kind of takes a while for me to shuffle the cards. It's a little, I guess some people get impatient, but I don't know. You can skip forward to maybe a couple of minutes in. Not particularly fussed watching me shuffle. So, Aries, December of 2019. Okay, I think I'm good. Got a few jumping cards here, but I don't really feel them, so I'm just gonna continue doing my thing. Okay. Alright guys, so in the past events you had the Eight of Wands. Now to me this card is a lot of communication, a lot of people around you, a lot of fast moving energy. So you guys were really busy in the past, maybe this month or the months before that, or maybe this summer. So quite a lot of going on, you know, preparing for the holidays and everything like that. It's a pretty good energy. Nothing, but I think I have a feeling you had grown tired of it because at present time you're kind of in the hermit mode. So hermit mode is Hermit is more towards going within oneself, with kind of, taking a break from socializing, looking more inside yourself, maybe some soul searching, some inner improvements that you can do by yourself without any people. And it's important to actually, take a step back and to have some time for yourself. And I think you're having that this particular towards the end of the year, or maybe the year was pretty intense for you, and towards the end you're kind of growing, well, not tired, but you need a different energy, a more calming energy. So in your influences, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is always, to me, it's like maybe there are some things you're waiting on for. Maybe other people are expecting of you that you can't at the moment. You're not quite there yet. There is definitely something that's coming in, but it's not quite there yet, and maybe in a way that is weighing on your shoulders, or it's not quite a bad influence. It's not good either, but it's... What I would say here is this, enjoy the moment while you can. The journey is more important than sometimes the actual outcome. Maybe there's some sort of travel coming in as well. Maybe there's also a sense of, what I'm sensing here, some travel, so that could be influencing you, some future journeys. In your obstacles, you have the Nine of Coins. So I think this quite connects to the Hermit here, because you guys, you maybe in a way you're struggling of being by yourself, of maybe either creating your own business or starting something new. You have some coins here that I'm looking at, and 2 Wands and 2 Coins. So okay, the way I see it is maybe you're starting on some new business, either this year or next year. Maybe the energy is, they also have the Knight of Coins, so the energy is pretty slow moving. You're working on this, you're mostly by yourself, whatever project you have, and you're not getting a lot of, as you had in the past, not a lot of maybe support or communication. You're mostly by yourself, and I think it's needed for your growth. You need to overcome this. It's slowly but surely it's gonna get there. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to work by yourself. You can do this. You're strong enough. You guys are pretty. You are self-sufficient. You very, very much are, and you're pretty mature about it. So don't worry about it coming in slow, and don't worry about maybe if you don't quite have the support, either financial or psychological, or from your family or friends. You can do this, and it's definitely coming. Your ships are definitely coming in. As well as you have the Two of Swords here. Don't tear yourself apart. You can do this. Maybe in a way you're wondering, am I doing this for the right reasons? Should I be doing this? Am I strong enough? Can I do this? Those kinds of questions, that self-doubt that we all probably have when we start out. But people always have these emotions whenever they're doing something either new, when they're by themselves, or when they don't quite have that support. So all these kind of self-destructive thoughts start to come in, and don't let that take a hold of you. Especially it's very, all of your challenges, I think they're all quite internal. Don't go too deep into yourself, because here you have maybe I need a card for clarification here, but I think, yeah, 8 of Swords. So quite often this card means internal fears that don't quite exist, or they're there, but you know, like all your fears are, you're making them more than they need to be. So don't go too deep within yourself. You know, you can do this. Don't doubt yourself. It's coming. Just because it's slow doesn't mean it's not going to come, you know. And maybe by the time it does come, it's going to be so much more rewarding than you can ever thought of. You know, like if things were that easy, if we received immediately what we wanted to get and it just came towards us, like, you know, it won't be as fun, it won't be as rewarding. So guys, like, get out of your head. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I would honestly, like, in your outcome, you have the Page of Cups. So either you're gonna meet someone who's definitely gonna help you with this venture or whatever it is that you're having, or and not necessarily even venture, if it's something like, even if it's you're just doing something for personal growth, this person is gonna, you know, it's gonna actually help you out. And if it's not this person, there's gonna be a really, really good opportunity, because out of all the pages, the Page of Cups is actually my favorite, because when he offers you a cup, you know, there's a fish in there. It's not an empty cup. This is gonna be a really good thing for you. Okay, Four of Swords here at the back of the deck. Maybe you need a break. Not necessarily from what you're doing, but mentally you just need a break. You need to, like, zone, you know, take yourself out of it, relax. You know, December is a time of holidays, so get in touch with your inner self, but not to the point where you overanalyze all your problems. Come towards it realistically. If you have a friend, talk to them. If you have somebody close, if you haven't been in touch with someone that you used to be in touch with, like as often before, like your best friend, if you were busy, you know, have that support. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you definitely, I believe, you definitely have that support if you look for it. You're not alone. Like, I feel like you're feeling probably lonely. Maybe it's the holiday season and maybe you're somewhere away from your family. But, you know, there's always a way of communicating. There's always a way of finding people. I always say, you know, if you try, if you communicate, oh, you got the Fool. You got the Fool, guys. There is definitely something good. Like, this December may be a time for you to just kind of, you know, get back into your energy, let go of all these negative thoughts, and just start again. Like, new year, like new me, that kind of thing. I know it's cliche, but it's true. I have a feeling like after you go through all this, and you probably already are, or maybe it's even going closer to completion, because you do have the 9 of Coins, so slowly you're getting out of it. Don't worry, guys. Like, you have something new, something, just a fresh new start, beginning. Magician at the back, like, you can do this, guys. You have a lot of energy. Like, don't have any doubt in yourself. Like, if it's anything to do with, even if it has to do with love, which I'm not really getting here, but for some of you, if you're going within yourself and you're wondering, you know, whether you're kind of like finding the problem within yourself, if you do that internal work, which I think you are, you're gonna start afresh. You're gonna create so many, like, amazing new things. You know, you are the magician. You can create, you can do so much. I have a feeling the next year is gonna be really, really good, and December is gonna definitely end, at least the very, like, probably the last week is gonna end on a high note. So guys, don't worry. It's gonna be okay. The world isn't as scary as you think. A lot of the time, you know, we make our own reality in our mind, and try to get out of it. Don't be too internal. Like, try to do other things. You know, get your mind off things. A lot of time, I think dancing or doing something physical, just making your body work, will just take away that energy from your mind, from overthinking, and give you that a breath of fresh air in a way. So don't be, you know, do your thing, guys. Everything's gonna be okay. And I will probably see you in the next year.